I'm Kenny. I'm going to show you this 1970 Austin Mini Cooper. It's a fantastic car. It's been my personal car for about a year and 6 months. Very nice car. A lot of nice parts on it. I want to show you a few things. This is a 1300 MPI A+, swapped into this car, so it has a lot of creature comforts. Of course, fuel injection on this car. Runs great, drives great. Came from over in Germany, so it has long gears. You can take this car on the highway and drive it around. I've driven it to Portland and back here from Eastern Oregon multiple times, Boise, Idaho, and of course around numerous back roads and road trips. Really love this car, put a lot of time and money into it. I want to show you a little bit about it. It's got brand new 13-inch wheels and tires, correct offset. These don't rub. They don't rub on the front or the back, fender flares, nothing. They hit spot on. They look great. Of course, they have that classic kind of stock Mini look. Mini center caps on them. These are I believe, Nanking tire. Less than 1,000 miles on this setup. It's got brand new drilled and slotted rotors behind there. It is disc brakes up front, new brake pads. This car's got brand new suspension, front to rear, new cones, front and rear, KYB struts. It's got all new steering arms, everything, so that you can actually adjust it and align this car that they didn't have factory. I upgraded all of that, as well as solid subframe mounts front and rear. So really, really great driving car. I want to show you a little bit more about it here. All the nuts and bolts. I have receipts for everything that I've done to this car. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call and ask or email. But a very nice car. So upgraded mirrors. Those were on the car when I bought it. It's got aftermarket flares. I do have 2 sets of flares for this. I have a smooth set that are not pocketed as well, that are not painted. Just never got around to putting them on the car. I was probably going to have them painted and put on. Now the car's been detailed, professionally detailed inside and out. It's been serviced by Jet Motors. I've had all the work that I've done to this car's been done by Jet Motors since I've owned it. Patty Hopkirk floor mats. Recently installed the wood wheel. It has the drop kit for the steering column, so the steering position is a lot more comfortable for driving. It's got a Nardi wood shift knob on there, Kenwood CD player with Bluetooth, USB connectivity. The car's registered, titled. It's a 1970 clean and clear Oregon title on this car, showing 86,129 kilometers on the clock. Seats are in pretty good shape. These guys tilt forward, back seats are in good shape, carpet's really pretty clean. Headliner shows a little bit of usual wear up top, but no holes or anything like that. Dash is in good shape. Really, the car runs and drives good. Now, it's got intermittent wipers, intermittent turn signals, so they are self-canceling when you go around a corner. All the creature comforts of a newer car, this car's got them. Camber plates in the back, so we can adjust the camber on the wheels and tires. It's got boot stripes and bonnet stripes. It's got the boot kit inside, so the cover for the gas tank back here, nice cover here, and the cover on the actual boot itself. Open up underneath, it's got a small spare battery. It's not all rusty under here, it's a very clean car. It's got a trickle charger for plugging it in when you're storing the car, keeping it all clean. New seal around the boot here. I had that installed before I purchased the car. Closes, seals nice, doesn't leak any water or anything in there. Rear defrost. It's got exhaust from the exhaust manifold back. Brand new seals on both rear windows. I did put those in. Of course, those pop out if you're familiar with these at all. And you kind of take a look at the passenger side again. The seats are in good shape. Car runs and drives good. I only use the AMSOIL with the zinc to it, as you'd want to use on this car. And up front, under the bonnet, if you would, is that 1300 MPI A+. Now, I did have some goodies installed on this when I purchased it. Did the aluminum valve cover, really looks good, kind of gives it that really old school feel with this newer swap that you have. K&N filter, oversized metal throttle body, got rid of the plastic one that comes stock with this engine. Recently tuned up and serviced by Jet Motors. It's got new temp sensor, new fan control sensor for turning the fan on and off on this. I mean, for all purposes complete, this car runs and drives like a much newer car. 4-speed manual transmission. The car runs great. Aside from having the exhaust manifold, it's got roller rockers underneath here as well. So performance-wise, the car's great. It's just a few things short of being a John Cooper works kit on this car. If a guy wanted to complete the rest of it, he could. So it looks good, runs good. Now, the car is 1970, so it is not perfect. It is not brand new. But the car is very solid. I've driven the car numerous times, like I said, on long road trips. But it does have a few little blemishes here. Paint's missing. It's got a little bit of surface rust right there. A couple little rust bubbles. Clear's peeled right here. A little bit of usual surface rust right there around the bottom of the windshield. But again, the car really shows well. Runs and drives great. Rally lights with covers. These are functional. They're wired up to the high beams right now. As I said, I drove the car, so there's nothing that isn't functional on this car. I'd like to start it up for you. It does have just a slight amount of blow-by when you very first start it up, so I'm gonna have my camera guy go around to the back so that you can see that. I've not started this car today, so it'll be a fresh start here. Just slightest amount, clears right up. Car runs good. I have the keys, of course, for the locking gas cap. Horn works, everything works on this car. Basically, it's like a 1999 Mini wrapped in a 70s body. It's registered, it's titled, it's good to go. No emissions issues, anything like that with having fuel injection on this car. Swap. Idles great, runs great. Really has a great feel about it. Like I said, a lot of great parts on this car. Sounds fantastic. I mean, this car truly runs great. All your gauges. I guess I never really looked into it. The clock doesn't appear to tick, but I've never looked into that particular issue. That Nardi wood shift knob, matching wood wheel, you know, all your dash lights, turn signals, you know, lights all come on. Car's completely comfortable. I mean, it was mine and my wife's car, so we use this thing all the time. All your heat controls. It does have the rear fog light back here. Again, that exhaust system looks great. Tires are in great shape. And these wheels are, like I said, brand new, less than 1,000 miles on that setup. The car is fantastic condition for a 1970 Mini. Again, if you have any questions, I mean, don't hesitate to give us a call or email. Any questions, post on it. 1970 Austin Mini is for sale. Give me a call if you have questions.